Hi, this is Faith, and you are watching The Faith Factor. Holla.
All right, what's going on, everybody? This is Faith, and you are watching The Faith Factor. How you doing today? All right, y'all. Another day in the life of being a black woman here in America. Another day, another L. Another day, another L, y'all. We gotta come on, ladies. Come on. Let's hold this L. Time to hold this L, y'all. Another day, another L. So I've been sitting up here talking about we need a better class of women because our morals, our values, how we display ourselves publicly has gone to shit. And I've had so many people argue with me. So many people tell me, Faith, you is crazy. You crazy. Ain't no better. Ain't no better, Faith. We all the same. We's all the same. Ain't no difference between the Tatianas anymore, Faith. Ain't no difference, Faith, between a woman that has moral standards and values. Ain't no motherfucking difference. And you know what? Maybe y'all right. Maybe there isn't a difference anymore. Now, I want to jar your memories. But when I was having these back and forth arguments with women in the space, I kept telling y'all, there's going to come a time where you're not going to be able to distinguish the Claire Huxtables from the Cardi B's. I told you this. I said, there's going to come a time where the Tatianas and the women who are ladies are going to be standing side by side and nobody is going to know the difference. I said this, didn't I? And I said, and the reason why is because the Tatianas want to be known as ladies when it's convenient too. So if everybody is doing the same thing, if everybody has the same moral standards and lack of values, then guess what? Nobody is better than the other. And that is how the Tatianas, the 304s, that's how they want it. They no longer want it to be a difference between a lady and a 304. I said this, didn't I? I do recall saying this to y'all. But no, Faith, no. You wrong. You is wrong, Faith. How can you sit up here and say this? All women are the same. We all the same. And you know what? God damn it, if y'all do not prove, goddamn prove the Tatianas right. And I said, no. I said, there's got to be a line drawn down the middle. I said, there's got to be a line drawn here. We got to distinguish between the ladies and the hoes, because if we don't, this is going to happen. God damn it. Tiara, the goddamn twerking senator, is going to happen. I warned you, didn't I? I warned all of you that this is what was going to happen if we don't make a distinguishment. I said, listen, ladies, the same way that black men wanted to distinguish themselves from the Pookies and the Ray Rays, the same way that the educated lames, as they call themselves this, wanted to distinguish themselves from the Pookies and the Ray Rays. I said, ladies, it's going to come a time where we're going to have to, as the ladies, distinguish ourselves from the 304s. Because if we don't distinguish ourselves, we're all going to be mixed up in one little cluster. I told you this. I told you it was going to happen. Didn't I? And y'all laughed at me. Y'all told me I was crazy. Y'all told me I had no business talking about a better class of women. Y'all told me that it was stupid. It was a dumb idea because it was going to bring a rift between Black women. That's what you told me. You told me I was creating the rift. And I told you that the rift was already there. I told you this. And so now we have the twerking senator from Rhode Island. And she is doing everything she can to take away from the fact that she is an educated woman, a senator who is supposed to be a professional. God damn it. Now our professional Black women are Tatianas. They are not going to take us seriously anymore because now we did not make a distinguishment, y'all. I told y'all we was going to have to make this distinguishment, but y'all who don't want to hurt the other sister feelings, oh, Faith, I don't want to go around calling other women hoes. I don't want to say that other women are not classy. Faith, we can't go around telling other women that we better than them. We can't do that. Now look. Everywhere you go, every time you see a Black woman, it's not going to matter if she got on a suit. It's not going to matter if she's a judge. It's not going to matter if she's a married, respectable woman. It's not going to matter anymore. It's not going to matter that she's a mother. They're going to treat us all the same because we didn't want to make a distinguishment. We didn't want to do it. We want to be nice to each other. Oh, it's all about the sisterhood and we just got to love all Black women. No, God damn it, no. I told y'all, I do not love all Black women. There's some of y'all that need a good stiff foot in the ass. I should not be forced to be in this sisterhood where I got to overlook your Tatiana slutty behavior and I got to sit up here and say we the same. Hell no, we not the same. I told you a long time ago we needed to draw the fucking line. Now we didn't draw the line. And we got this stupid senator, Tiara, the twerking senator from Rhode Island, sitting up here making us look stupid once again. Y'all gonna hold this L. Y'all gonna fucking hold this L and like it. God damn it. You're gonna hold this L and like it. And see, I was against Crimson Cure. I was against Crimson Cure for a long time. I thought Crimson Cure was being too hard on the sisters. I said, damn, Crimson Cure, can you get your foot off a sister neck for just 10 seconds, Crimson Cure? For just 10 seconds? But you know what? Kendra D, if you ever listen to this, sister, I have to bow down. Sister, you were right. You were right this entire time. This entire time, Kendra D was right. I don't want to hear none of y'all no more talk about how we being sexually degraded in the media. I don't want to hear none of y'all talk about no more how we are being overly sexualized in the media to our men overly sexualizing us. We can't blame black men for this. I told you in the last video. I said, yeah, when the rap music first came out and they was calling us bitches and hoes, when the rap music first came out and they had us twerking and dancing and bobbing our ass in the videos, I say, yeah, we could blame them for sexualizing us then. But who is perpetrating the sexualization of black women now? Who is doing it now but black women? We're the ones doing it. And we're doing it everywhere. That's the problem. And I told y'all this. And when I tried to talk to other sisters in other sectors, whether it be the beef sector, the black sector, all across the sectors, I tried to tell y'all it's going too far. I tried to tell you. I said, everywhere we go, we are obsessed with our own asses. Everywhere we go. We twerking at the funeral. We twerking in the Walmart getting pussy juice every goddamn where. We are twerking at weddings. We are twerking at the goddamn church. We're twerking everywhere. Now we're twerking on Washington. We're twerking, goddamn it, in our professional lives as black women, where it is very pertinent and important that we be taken seriously. They're not going to take you seriously because this is the image you want to put out there. And then you want to be this Tatiana 304, but you still want to be taken seriously. So let's go ahead and take a look at this nonsense. Let's go ahead and play the video. Because, see, I told y'all, I warned you that this would happen. And you told me I was crazy. You told me I did not know what I was talking about. That's what you said. Faith, you don't know what you're talking about. Ain't no better class of women. Ain't nobody better than the other. Well, you might be right, because now the lines are blurred. Now the freaking lines are blurred. But here we go. From Newsweek, this made national news, y'all. Now, this is something you don't want to make national news. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. And play it again with the audio. Where the audio at? Just a whole mess.
Murder.
Oh, let me go back.
Murder.
Almost certainly.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm Bonnie.
Oh, it's playing something else. It looks
You're
like.
like the proverbial bad penny, Vicar.
There's a pattern. One man did this.
Snip.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the video back.
I just think you regret it.
I hate Newsweek. They always want to play these damn commercials. No, this ain't what I want. Hold on. Now they're going to play a whole slew of ads. I hate when they do that shit. I hate when they do shit like this. Hold on. Let me take it down. I wish I could find one that don't play the commercial. So let me refresh. Okay, there it is right there. There it is. Okay, how come they don't play it? What is going on? I'm gonna have to just stop fucking with you, Newsweek. Newsweek is whack. God damn. Let me see if I can get it on New York Post. Okay, so this is her.
Senator Mack.
Vote Senator Mack is what she yells after doing this. This is her.
Vote Senator Mack.
Vote Senator Mack.
Vote Senator Mack.
So what is the purpose of this? What is the purpose of this? Why? Just why? Why? And see, here's the thing. Hold on a second. Am I playing something else? Okay, hold on. I had to get rid of something. All right, y'all. So here's the thing. These are supposed to be our politicians. Hold on a second. Where did I have that thing that came in the mail yesterday? These are supposed to be our politicians. So instead of her telling you what she can do for you as your senator, she gonna stand on her head with her head in the stand, with her ass in the air, coochie popping, talking about some vote Senator Mack. And see, this is what they think of your votes. This is what they think of you. They know that you don't care about the issues. They know that Black people only care about aesthetics. We are very, very, how can I say, superficial people. That's what they think of us. We love symbolism. We are idolaters. And they know this. So this is the garbage that they give to you. They don't give you what they can do for you and your people, or you as Black people in this country, or you as a Black person in Rhode Island. She's not going to tell you that. She's going to get on her damn head, pop her ass in the air, and tell you to vote for her. Now, none of you are going to get any of that pussy. So for any of you, whether you're a lesbian or whether you're a thirsty ass Negro, you're not going to get any of that pussy. Now, you might be able to put this on replay and grab your jar of Vaseline. And if that's enough to make you vote for, we really in trouble. We are really in trouble as a people. That's all it takes for some of us. That's all we need. Video of Senator Mack and a jar of Vaseline. We don't need nothing else. We don't need no money for no businesses. We don't need better schools. We don't need nothing. We just need Senator Tasha Mack or Tiara Mack or whatever her name is. We just need her twerking her ass, and that is it. That's enough for you to get your booty to the poll. Remember, get your booty to the poll? That's enough for you to get, and she's a Democrat. The Democrats have lost their mind. That's the reason why I flipped and went conservative, because I'm tired of the bullshit. So I want to show you this. A lot of you have probably gotten something like this in the mail. Now, this is for my state. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, or maybe I need to take it back some. but this is a voter education guide. The I don't know, the stuff is on in the background, so I don't know if you guys can see the voters education guide. But it's a voters education guide so that you can determine or distinguish who to vote for. Because a lot of people, they sit up here and they have all types of excuses as to why they don't vote. I don't want you all sitting up here talking about some I didn't vote because I didn't know who to vote for. I didn't vote because I don't know any of the candidates. They didn't make themselves known. In every DMV, every currency exchange, every bank, every public office, you can find a vote. It's called a voter's education guide. And inside the voter's education guide, it tells you everything that you need to know about the primary election. Okay, it tells you what it is. It tells you who can vote, and it says why it's important. You can go and get registered. It tells you the ballot types. This is why it's called the Voter's Education Guide. You don't need nobody twerking. Okay, we need people to educate Black people on how to freaking vote and find out who they're voting for and find out about the issues. This voter education guide tells you what you should bring to the polls, what ID you need, if you need a voter ID or not, if you need voter assistance. Is in this goddamn education guide that anybody has access to if they cared. If they cared. But y'all don't care. Y'all only care about twerking. I bet you the first time in any of you all's life that some of you vote is for get your booty to the poll and Tiara twerking her ass in the air. But you're not going to vote on the issues. You're not. They got candidate information in the voter information guide. Yes, Demetrius, in the voter information guide, it lists their policies. Right, Ultimate Gemini. Ultimate Gemini says, I notice a lot of people just aren't willing to commit to understanding politics. And see, as Black people, we got to stop making these excuses for ourselves. The same way I said we need to stop making excuses for Black women and the foolery of our actions. We got to stop making excuses, period. But yes, candidate information is in here. They tell you all about the definitions of the offices to be elected. Like here in Arizona, we got a governor that we're voting for. We're voting for governor. We're voting for Secretary of State. We're voting for Attorney General. The Attorney General, by the way, it gives you a breakdown of what each office does. So the Attorney General is the chief legal officer of the state. He's the legal officer of the state. So if you guys don't like how your legal system is being run in your state, you want to get your ass to the poll and find out who is running for Attorney General and what their policies are. So if you don't like the state of the police and how they are treating you, you need to get into the primary elections and the current Attorney General. If you don't like the current status of things, vote his ass out. We got 6 people running for Attorney General in the state of Arizona. And guess what? I don't like how shit is going down in Arizona. I want them to stop letting these damn illegals in here because they're making it unsafe. So whichever candidate is talking about getting rid of the illegals as Attorney General and being tougher on the crimes of the illegals, that's who I'm going to vote for. Auntie says our people suffer not just from lack of knowledge, but a serious lack of thirst for it. Exactly. We thirst for what we saw Tiara doing in the sand. That's what we thirst for. And Black women are obsessed with our own asses. That's what we thirst for. We thirst for BBLs and twerking. And it's a goddamn shame. And this is who is representing us out here. So that's the attorney general, y'all. You know, just in case you're curious to know how come the way crime is handled in your state sucks. It's not just on the mayor. Get to know who your attorney general is. Then they got the state treasurer. Now the state treasurer is the chief banker and investment officer of the state. Okay, they're the chair of the state board of investment. They handle the state money. Okay, so if you don't like how your state is allocating money, you better get your booty to the poll, not to vote for somebody that's twerking, but get your booty to the poll and vote for the state treasurer, because that's the person that handles the money for your state. And if you don't like how it's being handled, then you look no further than that motherfucker right there. Okay? State treasurer, there's two things that Black people need to be concerned with. Attorney general, state treasurer. Write it down. Find out who are these people running for office. It's right here in the voter education guide. So then they got superintendent of public instructor. That is the person who is in charge or head of the Department of Education in your state. So if you have superintendent of public instruction, you need to get your booty to the poll if you do not like how education, your children's education, their college education too, okay, at the state level. If you don't like how that's being handled, you need to get your booty to the poll and find out who is running for superintendent of public instruction. And if you don't like how it's being handled right now, get their asses out of office. It's right here in what the book is called, the voter education motherfucking guide, that you can get at the DMV and any public place. The currency exchange have them. It's free. You can pick it up. It's at the newsstand. They have them everywhere. Get the goddamn voters education guide and educate yourself about these people that's running for office. It's not a goddamn excuse anymore. And they have all the candidates in here along with their pictures. They have the candidates along with photographs of who they are running for office. They have their pictures in there. And they give you a breakdown of what their policies are in this book. So if you're last minute voting, and you don't know who the candidates are, there's no excuse. They got a whole book full of these people that's running for office. They tell you who your senators are that are running in your district. So you get to vote for the senators in your district. You get to vote for the people running for the House of Representatives in your district. Oh, and the number one person also that you want to vote for your state would be that motherfucking governor. We got, I think, 8 people running for governor in our state. Get this goddamn voters registration guide. Okay, every state has it. It's called the voters registration guide. Okay, not the Tiara Mack guide to twerking. Not the Tiara Mack guide to twerking. You Negroes need to get the voters registration guide and learn who the fuck is running. I'm sick and tired of this. Auntie says, get your booty out the air and to the pole, not the pole in the club, though. Exactly. But back to, as Obsidian would call it, and I can't believe I would ever quote Obsidian, Black female fuckery. Black female fuckery. So now we got Tiara out here, and she is proudly calling herself a queer woman. She notice 2 things that she always says. She says, I'm a woman and I'm queer. And why do you think that she is saying this? She's saying it because this is her ticket. Because if you're gay, if you're part of the LGBTQ community, if you're Black, And if you're a woman, this is your ticket to get away with doing some of the most atrocious things. Well, you all are just coming down hard on me, not because I did something stupid, but because I'm a queer woman, I'm a woman, and I'm Black. And we always fall for it. Watch there be a whole bunch of ignorant ass bobblehead females running around here talking about some, oh, Black women, you know, we've been subjected for so long. Let her twerk. Do you understand that there is a time and a place for everything? I told you this in my Better Class a Woman series. I said, this is the reason why, because we as Black women, we no longer understand that there is a time and a place for everything. So now we make excuses. Black women have been subjugated. Oh, who gives a shit? White women have been subjugated. They at least know that they're not supposed to twerk when they're in the public office. Who else been subjugated? There's a lot of people been subjugated. That's just a goddamn excuse for you acting a goddamn monkey in front of people. Ultimate Gemini, right? Those are code terms to this system. If you're LGBTQ, if you're Black, and if you're a woman, you should be able to get away with murder. Jussie Smollett thought that it was going to work for him, didn't he? I'm gay and I'm Black. So I'm going to create this elaborate lie and I'm going to get away with it because they're not going to see that I'm Black. Didn't he get his Negro wake-up call? Tiara is sitting up here holding a high office as a senator. She's a senator. She's a representative of Rhode Island. And she thinks it's perfectly okay to display herself as a Tatiana. Not only am I a senator, I'm a senator, but I also sell pussy. I'm a senator, but in my off time, I'm selling pussy too. I am also a Tatiana. I am doing a duality of things here. So now I told you all, and CK and I did a video together, and we were joking about how Black women think that they could conquer the world with their vagina. I told you all this. I said, you all are going to fail trying to conquer the world with your vagina. Do you know that they have taken people out of public office for what they call a morality clause? They have fired senators for sleeping around on their wives. Do you remember all the allegations of men that were in these high public offices and how they were being dragged in the mud because they were simply cheating on their wives? We've lost presidents over this. But Tiara thinks that she should not be able to lose her public seat in office because she's willfully posting videos of her with her ass turned up in the air, twerking. And I said, you know what? If she loses her public office spot, I would not be mad. Because she needs to be held accountable. There needs to be some kind of respectability that comes back into some of our how can I say, professional careers. I do not want a twerking senator. I don't want a twerking vice president that doubles as a hooker. I do not want a doctor that twerks. I don't want my doctor twerking, okay, in the operating room. See, this is the reason why now I can't take Boonquisha serious if she comes to me and tells me she's a PhD and a doctor. Because Boonquisha ain't got sense enough to know that the operating room is not the time to start twerking. Boonquisha, can you please close me up first before you start twerking in the operating room? Can you do that, Boonquisha? But this is what we've been reduced to as Black women. And we don't see the problem. Faith, I don't see the problem. Where the problem, Faith? You tripping. Faith, you is tripping. What's up, Dita Rail? Yes, better class of women. We need it. I've been saying we need a better class of women, but when I said the word better triggered everybody. Bitch, you ain't better than me. Oh, the fuck I am. Yes, the fuck I am better than you. I know that if I'm a mother, I'm not going to go to my son's graduation. Oh, yeah, that brings me to this. I got another video to share with y'all. This is how you know that the foolery is just gone too far. This how you know the foolery gone too far. I got something else I want to share with you. If you think I'm lying and you don't think that the foolery has not gone far enough, I think it has gone far enough. But here we go. Proud mama twerking at her son's graduation.
You better get it, girl. You better get it, girl.
You better get it, girl. You better get it, girl. Go ahead and get your twerk on, girl. Get your twerk on. Get it, girl. Yeah, that's the you go, girl. You go, girl. Wow. But Black women, we are not tarnishing our own images. It's the Black man still. Let's blame this on the Black man. You know what? Was there a Black man holding the camera? Because if it was, shame on you. Let's blame the Black man for this too. Let's blame the Black man for that mother choosing to twerk at the graduation. Okay? Let's also blame the Black man for Tiara, who is a senator and knows that she has a high position, that she's supposed to be professional and should be very, very protective of her image. Let's blame the Black man for her choosing to turn her ass up and booty cheeks and coochie and everything into the camera and tell people to vote for her. Vote Tiara Mack. I just showed you my ass and my coochie. But we don't think that it's gotten out of hand still. I told you that the only people that benefit from us not drawing a line down the middle and separating the ladies from the hoes, the only people that benefit from that are the hoes. Because the hoes do not want there to be any distinguishment. Cardi B wants you to think that she is a respectable woman. Cardi B wants you to think that because she is married, as married now, because she's married, she's a respectable woman. So if you put a title on something, if you put lipstick on a pig, we are not supposed to say that it's not still a pig. Desmond and Natalie Lewis says, I am so sick of all this sexual behavior. Yeah, and we're doing it to ourselves as Black women. Reigning Woman says the hoes are winning. It looks like it. It looks like the hoes are winning because they have spoken. The Tatianas are now officially our representatives. The representative of Rhode Island is a Tatiana. Miss P says, so you don't believe in hoe reform? These hoes do. They don't want to be reformed. They don't want to be saved. I sat up here and I talked to other women in this sector, and they damn near tried to throw me under the bus. They tried to give every reason why I shouldn't have this series, A Better Class of Women. I had women who were busting it open on Instagram telling me that they're the same as me, that sit up here. I have pictures of myself fully covered in dresses with my legs crossed. And they're saying that there's no difference between me and them who bust it open on Instagram. They want the lines to be skewed. They want it to be skewed. They do not want to be saved. They want it just the way it is now. They want it where there is no distinguishment. You don't know the difference. Now, when men leave the house, they don't know the difference between the hookers, the 304s, the thoughts, the skanks, the prostitutes, and the ladies. There's no difference because now 304s are getting married. Now 304s are senators. Now 304s are vice president of the United States. There's no difference. And this benefits nobody but the hoes, the 304s, the Tatianas. They benefit, but you don't. If you are a lady and you carry yourself like a lady, this does not benefit you because now you're going to be treated like a hoe. This is what I've been trying to tell you. If there can be no distinguishment between you and them, you're going to be treated like them. That's the reason why when some of y'all came to me talking about some old faith, it's not right to call other women hoes. It's not right to say that we're better than other women. I said, yes, it is right. It is right, because if you do not protect yourself as a classy lady, this is what is going to happen. I told you this. And you all sat there and you didn't believe me. Now do you believe me? Shout out to D. Darrell with the $10 super chat. He says, preach, sis, preach. I will. Because I'm going to keep banging on this. I'm going to keep banging on this until it hits home. If you want to be taken seriously as a woman, there is no benefit to you being put in the same category as women that think it's okay to be a sugar baby. It is not good for you to be put into the same category as women that don't know the difference between twerking at a club in a club setting and twerking at the goddamn White House or twerking for office and saying to vote for you because you just did this act. You have to distinguish yourselves. If you don't, you will be treated exactly like everybody else. Everybody will be treated the same, and it's going to be bad. Now, I can see if everybody was being confused as a lady and then everybody gets the lady treatment, that would be beneficial. But if everybody's getting the whole treatment, how is every woman getting the whole treatment beneficial to you? It is not. D. Darrell, hold on a second. I get back to his comment. They moving so fast. D. Darrell says what they fail to understand is it's a lack of character. Exactly. And Ultimate Gemini says exactly. And then people try to hold you to hold standards. Exactly. So now, because everybody is out here twerking, now you got to twerk. Excuse me. Hello. My name is Faith. Okay. And I don't twerk for everybody. I might twerk for my man, but don't expect Faith to show up to the party and bust it open. Okay. Because Faith don't do that for everybody. My name is Faith and I don't twerk for everybody. My name is Faith and I don't twerk at the graduation. Okay. I want there to be a distinguishment between Faith and Tiara. Okay. Tiara, if you want somebody to twerk for everybody, there go Tiara over there. Okay. Go get Tiara for that shit. Faith don't do that. Desmond and Natalie Lewis, the Lion's daughter, says back in the day, they used to separate the hoes from the classy ones. Now we all being put in the same basket. Exactly. And that's what I was trying to prevent with a better class of women. When I say we need a better class of women, I'm not saying on a human level that you should shit on other humans. I said this from the jump. I said, look, as humans, we all have a basic level of humanity that we have to respect. You have to respect each other's humanity. But beyond that, if you are a hoe and I am a classy lady, there are differences. There are differences. Every tomato isn't the same. Okay, you might see a pile of tomatoes over there at the supermarket. They're all tomatoes, but some are Roma tomatoes. Some are fresh vine tomatoes. You know what I'm saying? Not all tomatoes are created equal. Some of those tomatoes are rotten. Some of those tomatoes are nice and ripe. Some of those tomatoes have not ripened yet. There are differences. We're all humans, but not all humans are created equal. There are differences. Some humans are better than others. Shout out to Demetrius Higashikata. He says, then you have goofy ninjas of all races walking up to you asking, can you twerk like the girl in the video? Yeah, I can see that, Demetrius. I can see that. Goofy Negroes everywhere thinking, because see, this is what we do. We take everything as being part of the culture. Oh, twerking, that's just part of the culture. Whose culture? I am American. I'm American. Okay. Now they did African ritual dances in Africa that look similar to twerking. I have family that's from that continent, and they could tell you what the different rituals mean. But even there, they have said that it has become bastardized into a sexualization dance. So it's not even the same anymore over there. It's all been a bastardization, just an excuse for you to act lewdly. Now, I don't have a problem with dancing. I don't have a problem with twerking. Okay, I twerk for my man. I twerk sometimes when I, go to a party in a party setting. I do that in the privacy of my own home with the curtains closed. I might do it, but I'm not going to do it everywhere. Everywhere? What's wrong with y'all? Shout out to Masika for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Keep them coming in. Keep them rolling, y'all. Ultimate Gemini says there is a difference and it's okay. Exactly. It's okay for you to draw the line and to say, hey, I am not like this woman over here. There are Black women, and I heard Minister Jap say this. And once again, it's so hard to disagree with these men now because we got to hold his L. But the likes of Minister Jap was even right about one thing. And the clock can be right once a day, right? But even Minister Jap said, he was like, hey, these women are out here and they don't care. They don't care. They have no love for or respect for themselves. This is what he said. And I wanted to argue with him. Every time he says something, I want to argue with him. I want to go, no, what do you mean? I have respect for myself. Now, how much you want to bet that the next argument is going to be, but she's an individual. She's an individual. She does not represent all black women. She's just one individual. Go to fucking hell. You want to know why you can go to hell with that argument? Because I sat here right on this platform and I was in argument after argument with groups, not individuals, groups of black women that argued me down about their right to show their titties at Freaknik. And they wish they could have done more at Freaknik. Groups of them, trolls. They argue with me about their right to step out of the house with their ass hanging out their pants. I'm a woman. I get to do what I want to do. I can answer the door for the pizza guy naked. It doesn't matter. I'm a black woman. I can do what I want to do. That's what they told me. That's what they said to me. They said they can do what they want to do in living color. So this was not individuals. I was not arguing with individuals. So anybody coming to me with that black women get lumped in with one person that's an individual. No, these are groups. Troves. I've even heard some women in the divestment circles. Like I said, I've argued with women from every sector, the beef sector, the divestment sector, the black sector, all over. Groups, not individuals. So y'all can go somewhere with that individual argument. Oh, it's just one person. That one person does not represent all black women. Now, when black men are doing something stupid and it keeps getting public attention, like you keep getting mainstream, attention for it. When black men continue to get mainstream attention for doing the same stupid shit, what do we say about them? We say collectively, don't we? We say collectively, they fucking up. That's what we say. So we hold black men accountable as a collective when they fucking up. But now black women, we not a collective when we do the same thing. When we're caught doing the same thing over and over again, we not a collective. We not a collective, but we see many examples of this. But we not a collective when we doing it. When we doing shit like this, we doing shit like this, we taking pictures for the gram. I can show you more examples. So this ain't no isolated shit. Y'all can go somewhere with that bullshit. This ain't no isolated shit. I've been telling you we got a problem here. We got a problem with the 304s and the ladies. We got a problem. And anytime you have a lady that says, I want to distinguish myself from this behavior right here. The 304s are the loudest and the dumbest people in the room. And they got the loudest mic. Have y'all ever noticed how all the 304s got the loudest mics on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram? Like they got the best mics ever. They loud, they stupid. We got old 304s with super loud mouths and mics giving out the worst advice. They don't see this though. They don't never see stuff like this. Hear no evil, see no evil, sweep shit under the rug, old bitches. And I'm sorry, Ultimate Gemini says the harshest voices too. And I'm sorry if I'm sounding harsh, but I'm going to tell you, I got to call a thing because I'm so frustrated with this. I'm frustrated. But yeah, they have the harshest voices too. And they got the nerve to want you to call them Miss or Mrs. And put respect on their name. Thank you, Ultimate Gemini. I appreciate that. They got the nerve to want you to put respect on their names while they giving you the worst advice ever. They don't see the problem with this. These young women are just having fun. I don't want my young women and my young people in my life to feel restricted. This is what they will say. I don't want the young people in my life to be restricted. It's not about restrictions. It's about setting boundaries. So now that you have removed all the boundaries from your household and your teachings of the youth, this is what you've got now. Your old, I don't want to restrict a motherfucker ass. This is what you have cultivated. Oh, I'm going to take little Nuke up to the school with her coochie cutter shorts on, and I don't see a problem with it. And nobody better look at little Nuke because I put this on her and I have deemed that it is acceptable. I thump my chest. Have deemed that it is acceptable. No matter if the principal says it's not acceptable and the board of education said it's not acceptable, I'm going to come up there like Big Mama Boom Quisha on your ass. I'm going to cuss the principal out. I'm going to cuss everybody out because Nuke in her coochie cutter shorts is acceptable to me. You cannot sit up here and restrict little Nuke. If Tyreek put his hands on little Nuke's ass, then you need to talk to Tyreek. But little Nuke, you leave my little Nuke alone. My little Nuke can come up here with her coochie cutter shorts on if she want to. Behave yourself. This is what the older generation is doing. This is what they're doing. They give you the worst advice, and this is the outcome. Oh, no, don't say no names now. Don't get nothing started. Don't get nothing started now. Ultimate Gemini says, I also notice it triggers Black people when you set up boundaries. Like as a group, when you separate yourself, it hurts their feelings and they lash out with violence. Yeah. Because now what you're doing is you're setting the standards, you're creating boundaries, and it's making them look bad. See, when you put a fresh rose that just got cut from the garden next to a wilted rose, you can compare the differences between the fresh rose that's newly blossomed and the old wilted rose that's on its way out. See, people don't want you to compare. If you were to go to the florist and you had to choose between some flowers that look like they're about to wilt, they're dying, and a fresh batch of roses that got freshly cut from the vine and they look fresh and vibrant, you're going to want the fresh and vibrant bouquet. You don't want that old wilted bouquet. And see, people don't want you comparing the differences and saying that there is a better, because it makes them look bad. If I'm out here doing the most and being the thought and the 304 that I want to be, I don't want you sitting next to me looking like a classy lady, refined, acting like you got sense, and people taking notes and making comparisons between me and you. I don't want that. That is my worst nightmare as a 304. That somebody realizes that there's something better than what I'm doing out here. No, I want more of this. I want more of this. Give me more of this. I am a mother. So therefore, you should automatically respect me as a black mother. As a black mother, I raised my son to march across that stage. And no matter how foolish I act, you're going to put some respect on my name. Because I'm a mother just like you, Faith. Faith, you ain't better than me. I'm a mother just like you. Faith, you ain't better than me. I'm a wife just like you was a wife. Faith, you ain't better than me. You got sexy pictures on your timeline and I bust it open on Instagram. You ain't better than me, even though nobody ever actually saw your coochie on Instagram, but you ain't better than me. No, there's no difference, Faith. There's no difference. Nothing to see here, people. There's no difference. We're all the same. We're all hoes. We're all hoes. Faith, if I can't make it as a respectable woman, you can't either. Bye-bye, Faith. Sit down. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye, bitch. We all hoes. We all hoes. That's what they want. That's what they want. They want it to not be a distinguishment. Because now if we all hoes and we all being treated like hoes, you not better than me, I'm not better than you. And that's the way they like it. Ms. P says it's really all about understanding perception if you want respect. But perception is reality, and you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Usually the first impression is the lasting impression. Now, this senator that did this twerk video has many accomplishments. But guess what everybody is going to remember her for now? Nobody knew that she was MVP of a conference. Nobody knew of all the policies she put on the table. Nobody knew of all the actual work she put in as a senator. But they're going to remember her for this. This is what she's going to be going down in history as. The senator that twerks. Not anything that she did while she was in that public office as a professional. She might as well have been a stripper. All that she did went down the toilet. Desmond and Natalie Lewis, the Lion's daughter, says everybody getting cursed out if they come to me with the sexual behavior. Exactly. I mean, I'm just going to put it like this. Can't nobody come to my house acting like that. If I'm having a dinner and this is a family event and I know people are bringing their children, if my son bring a woman to the house, or if my daughters bring their friends to the house, their women and their friends have already been told, hey, This is my mama's house. This is how my mama conduct things in her house. You got to come correct when you come to Mama Faith house. You can't be in Mama Faith house looking like a whole 304 or thought. She's going to tell you to leave and come back with something else, or don't come back at all. And that's the way it should be. Boundaries. We need to get back to doing that in the Black community again, because it's becoming ridiculous. It's becoming ridiculous. I do not want my nurse coming into my room talking about she gonna take my blood, and I see her drop down and bust one out real quick. I'm not gonna trust you with the needle after that. Now you seem to be like you had on something. Did you take some Percocets before you came to work? Are you sure you didn't get hold of some of that fentanyl? Because I know my nurse is not twerking in the doctor's office before she give me the shot. I am going to tell them to send somebody else that got some goddamn sense. Tarot Destroyer says, the Hippocratic Oath, I will give no deadly medicine to anyone, nor suggest any such counsel. I will not give to a woman an abortive pessary, a device worn to prevent conception. I don't know what they have to do with what I'm talking about, but okay. I will not give to a woman an abortive pessary, a device worn to prevent conception. Well, yeah, I don't have a problem with birth control, but I do have a problem with Black women or women in general, not just Black women, because it's white women too with the abortion. I have a problem with women using abortion as a form of birth control. It is not a form of birth control. I think abortion was meant to be something that saves a woman if she is at a high risk of dying if the birth was allowed to go further along, or in cases of incest or in cases of rape. I think that is perfectly fine. But just as a form of birth control, no. And that's my belief. I am a pro-life person. I'm pro-life. The choice to conceive starts with each individual's before it gets to the point that you need to go and get an abortion. There's too many forms of birth control out here for both men and women for it to get to that level. And now they're coming out with the male birth control pill. So now men are not going to have to go get snip, to ensure that they don't conceive. There is a pill that will help a man also be able to control his hormones and different things, his semen, I put it like that, so that he will no longer be able to, get a woman pregnant. So when that male birth control pill comes out, I don't know what some of you women that utilize children as a tool to control men. I don't know what y'all gonna do. Y'all probably gonna have to get some self-esteem or something, because that's coming down the pipeline and it can't come fast enough. So it's been an hour and 11 minutes. I've had enough time to get my spiel out, and I think that I have gotten it out. So as always, before I even deem to close, I'm going to give you, the viewer, the choice. Should I open the panel? Put a 1 down in the chat to open the panel. 1 to open. Put a 2 in the chat not to open the panel. 1 to open the panel. 2 not to open the panel. So I do always like to give my viewers the choice before I shut it down. Now, here's the thing. When I open the panel, I keep on saying I'm going to have to start enforcing my boundaries. But if the panel gets open, I want you all to stay on topic. If I end up opening the panel, that's an if. Stay on topic. Respect the other people on the panel. Respect me as the host. Do not talk over me. Do not come up here changing the topic because you heard me say something in another video. That happened last week. I did allow this person to do that. But I'm going to start enforcing my boundaries here. Oh, thank you. D. Darrell says you did good alone, too. Thank you, D. I appreciate that because, you know, I try to be able to make my monologues where people can hear a different perspective, something that everybody isn't saying already, and for you to learn from it. And one thing that I do want you to take away from this video, not just about my feelings on the young lady that twerked, because I think there's a lot of Black women that are disappointed in her behavior, the senator from Rhode Island's behavior, but make sure that you all get your voters education guides. Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go and pick up your voter education guides, because in these guides, it tells you the different offices that people are running for in your district. In these guides, it has pictures of all the candidates that are running for all the offices, and it gives a summary of each candidate and what policies they stand for. And there is no excuse for you not to go to the poll informed. It's not an excuse for you not to go to the poll informed anymore. Everybody has access to them. And if you don't know where to get it, I know that the local DMVs pass them out all the time. And if you know where your polling place is, they pass them out all the time. You can go to the post office. A lot of public offices pass out these voter guides. So if you don't have one, you can go pick one up. You can go through them. You can find out who these people are, what policies they stand for, and you can vote with information. You can vote with information. If you don't like, these are the 3 candidates that I suggest that Black people pay attention to. You want to, if you don't like how your state is being run overall, look no further than your governor. Okay? Look no further than the governor. Because the governor is the person who is in charge of the entire state. Here's that page that gives you the breakdown of who's running and all of that good stuff. I like the voter education guide. So you got your governor. These are the 3 people I suggest for Black people. You got your attorney general, and that is the chief legal officer. So the attorney general is the person that's going to be in charge of how they enforce consumer protections, civil rights, environmental, criminal, and other laws on behalf of the state. So if you don't like how your justice system is being run, look no further than the attorney general. So you got your governor, you got your attorney general. If you don't like how your money for your state is being run, state treasurer is the next person. Those are I don't know, everybody else might have their top things that they care about, but that's the top thing that I care about. The treasurer, the governor, and the attorney general is number 1 on my list. And then everybody else is secondary. But the state treasurer is the person that handles the money for the state. So if you don't like how your state funds are being allocated, look no further than your current state treasurer, and you find out who's running in their place. read up on those candidates. They also list the websites that each of these candidates have. So if the summary isn't enough for you, you can go to the actual candidate website and you can read more about that candidate on their website. So like I said, this is a handy book to have when you're trying to vote. This is a very handy book to have. Okay, the 2022 Voter Education Guide. Every state, every city has one of these. Get one. Doug, yeah, I care about the mayor, but you know that's a totally different election. Totally different. But in the primaries, the governor, the secretary of state, and the attorney general, that's the main people that I look for. The main ones in the primaries. Now, of course, you know, I'm going to look at the senators and the House of Representatives too as secondary, but the main ones for the state, because it affects me right off the rip where I'm at, those are the ones that I look at. Jim Jules says the men are going to be crying online about how they forgot to take their pill and are now on child support. Talking about that birth control pill. Yeah, because I mean, with women, we already do it, don't we? Don't we forget our pills sometimes, and then we all mysteriously end up pregnant, and then all of a sudden I forgot to take the pill. We all do it. So look forward to that. But there is an option. It's an option. We all got options. So I can't wait. I cannot wait. Yeah, Doug says, oh, for the state, I'm late. I'm not getting your notifications lately. Yeah, a lot of people have been complaining about that. I haven't been getting notifications for a lot of my favorite YouTubers either. So I don't know what's going on with that. All right, so I see a 1 and a 2. So I'm going to throw in my vote, and I vote to leave it as is. But it was great talking to every single one of you. And as always, I want to acknowledge my early birds that came in. Go all the way up to the top. Reigning Womb Man was the first person to post in the chat. Shout out to Reigning Womb Man. And I'm going to go ahead and give Reigning Woman her round of applause. Reigning Woman was numero uno, first on the scene. So I appreciate you. And after her was Demetrius Hagashikata, Sheila E. The Quiet Storm, Aliyah Masika, Bismillah Rabbani, Neat Neat. Knit Knit. Is it Knit Knit or Neat Neat? I think it's Knit Knit. So I wanted to say, and Auntie, you can't forget Mr. Auntie came and he put down some knowledge as well. Ultimate Gemini, as always. I appreciate every single last one of you. D. Durrell, Life Solutions. I appreciate everybody. Desmond, Natalie Lewis, Tarot Destroyer. Just a regular guy. Just a regular guy says, drop the link. Well, hold on. How you going to come up in here late talking about drop the link? Y'all be killing me. Just a regular guy. What you want to talk about? Talking about some drop the link. Brent F says, disgusting groomers. What the hell? And what is that avatar? Ooh, y'all be coming up in here looking scary sometimes. Blacks love to usher in evil. Okay, this person don't even sound black. I'm not even going to respond to that. Yeah. So yeah, I appreciate everybody that came in. And Oh yeah, yeah, he's definitely trolling. Brent F is trolling. Anyway, y'all, let me go ahead and shut it down before it gets taken over by the trolls and the people that just want to come in here to be dissenters. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming in here. As always, I want to let you know that I love all of you. And with that, I got to say peace. I'm out of here. Holla.